The latest from #Arnsenkel, Teleprompter freeze, dropped Trump and more. Welcome to day 3 of Trumpetfest 2016, where the Trump clan held an over-the-top, truly Trumpian family welcoming event. Protests got a little tense, and Indiana Gov. Mike Pence gets ready for his debut speech as the newly minted vice presidential nominee. Oh, and we all learn whether Lyin' Ted will endorse the Donald. Here's the rundown on what's happening. Eileen Collins, the retired Space Shuttle commander, delivered a speech about space and about making the country's space exploration program first again in the world. She was supposed to end it this way. According to her prepared remarks: "We need leadership that will make America first again. That leader is Donald Trump." But she left off those last 5 words. It's unclear why, but the absence was definitely noted on social media. The Florida governor kicked off the night hailing Trump's directness. "I know that some have reservations about my friend Donald Trump," he said, adding that he knows at times Trump can be a little rough, not too polite, and a little too direct. But he said the country has record high debt, its jobs are moving overseas, and is seen as weak on the global stage. And he said Trump will make the tough calls needed to restore its strength. "We need a president who is politically incorrect," he said, adding that Trump is unafraid to say radical Islamic terrorism. Myo and Politics partner Eliza Collins reports: "Michelle Van Etten, who is listed as a small business owner and someone featured in the Greatest Networkers in the World second edition, went during her speech, which featured a lengthy illustration of her childhood, time at a high school reunion, and current career. Toward the end of the speech she veered off from the prepared remarks released by the Republican Convention Committee, but many people blamed it on a faulty teleprompter. As RNC Chairman Reince Priebus officially gavelled in this evening's proceedings, news of yet another victory for the newly minted Republican nominee. Much more to come tonight, including Pence and former Trump challengers Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio. We'll have all the highlights here. In the meantime, scroll down for what you might have missed today. Donald Trump made his latest grand entrance today in a helicopter emblazoned with Trump that circled the area so everyone could see, particularly the cameras, perhaps, before setting down in Cleveland. USA Today's David Jackson was there. His first grand entrance in Cleveland was Monday, when he walked on stage to introduce his wife in a manner that looked like a movie set with Queen's "We Are the Champions" blaring, something the group was not too pleased about. Protest groups clashed in tense moments on the streets today, but the massive police presence kept most potential mayhem in check so far, using tactics such as surrounding or walling off groups from each other, the USA Today protest team reports. At one point, protesters burned a flag that authorities extinguished, and 2 officers were assaulted in a melee, according to Cleveland police. Here's some great scenes captured by our team in the public square. The mystery may finally be solved, as Trump aide Meredith McKiver fell on the proverbial sword today and said she was the one who incorporated portions of Michelle Obama's 2008 convention speech into Melania Trump's remarks this week. McIver said that happened after the prospective First Lady read her passages from speeches of past First Ladies that inspired her. A person she has always liked is Michelle Obama, and she mistakenly included them in the speech. It's unclear whether that will quell the controversy. Trump himself, who was reportedly livid over the whole thing, seemed to take it in stride Wednesday, tweeting, "Good news is Melania's speech got more publicity than any in the history of politics, especially if you believe that all press is good press." News that Donald Trump Jr. U.S. speechwriter also recycled phrases from prior speeches he had written. Not technically plagiarism spurred questions about the speech planned Wednesday by Eric Trump, who will be the third of Trump's children to address the convention. He told CNN Wednesday, "I wrote every single word of my speech myself. America really wants to know more about them." Google reports that since yesterday, Eric Trump was the subject of the most Google searches out of all of the 15 announced speakers slated for tonight, including Pence, the vice presidential nominee. Here's the top 5 searched: 1. Eric Trump, Executive Vice President, Trump Organization. 2. Pence. 3. Senator Ted Cruz, Art, Texas, the last GOP 2016 candidate to be vanquished by Trump. 4. Newt Gingrich, former House Speaker and 2016 GOP candidate. 5. Pam Bondi, Florida Attorney General. Trend mirrors Tuesdays, when Tiffany Trump was the most searched ahead of her convention speech. So who is Eric Trump? My colleague has the ultimate explainer. President Obama is trying to use the Republican convention to fundraise for Democrats.